Hi everybody, welcome back to Eileen's Craft Nook. Today I'm doing something bunny related, as you can see from the ears. So I'm using these pearlescent, these are liquid acrylics. I had bought these a while ago at Michael's when I was doing coasters. So I've mixed up 6 ounces of resin, and I'm going to split the resin evenly between the cups, putting 1.5 ounces in each cup. I hope this is enough to do the project. And then I'm going to add, I'm using pink and the white, the pearl white, the blue, and then I'm leaving one of them clear. Now, the 1 cup, sorry, I said 1.5 ounces. The blue, I actually put a lot less resin into because I think the blue will take over. So I'm not going to use much blue in this, just a little bit as we pour it. So I'm adding the pink. These are all pearl colors. So and this is the pearl white, and then of course we'll have our clear. And what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get like a marble effect with the 3 different colors in our Easter project. So what we are doing, once I get the bubbles out, so I stuck this in my machine. Those little cups were a little full, the pink one and the one with the white in it. I kept having to let the air out of because they were going to overflow. So anyways, I have this cute little jar. Look at it. It's so cute. I can't wait to see what this looks like when it turns out. So I'm going to start with the clear, and I'm just going to rotate between the colors. So I'm going clear, pink, white, and then a little bit of blue. As you can see, the blue I'm not putting as much in, and I kind of put the blue off to one side instead of poured it straight over the top because I want to see if I can get like a little bit of blue here and there in it and not the whole thing. So I'm hoping the blue doesn't take over because the last time I did a project like this, for some whatever reason the blue took over. So we're just going between the colors until we, well, fill the jar or run out of resin, one or the other. And as you can see, I'm running out of resin. My little jar isn't full, and I haven't even touched the ears yet. So I know I'm going to end up having to make more resin. So 6 ounces wasn't not enough. I'll have to, next time I make this, I'll know to probably make up 8 ounces. 6 and a little bit for the jar because it almost filled it. It just wasn't quite there, and I scraped every ounce out of these cups that I could trying to get it in there. Yeah, so I'll make up 8 because I think 2 will be lots for the ears. And so I'm going to mark on the mold because I always forget to do that, but I'm going to mark on the mold how much it takes. So here I am back. I mixed up some more resin, so I'm going to do the little ears. Now I mixed up extra resin just because when I was pouring it into my measuring cup, I was a little heavy-handed and I dumped more in. I had already done my B, and then I was pouring my A in, got more A in than I should have, so then I had to go back and put more B in. And you know how it goes if you've poured resin. So end up making more resin than I wanted, but that's okay because all that means is extras, and extras are always fun. So we're just doing the exact same method that we did with the jar, and alternating those colors. So here I have my little hedgehog. So I'm going to do the same method just to use up these colors. So I'm filling up my little hedgehog, going lightly on the blue, and just alternating the same way as I did with the jar. So and once I'm done him, I'll still have resin left over. So I think I will do my little polar bear. I think he's a polar bear. I'm not really sure. He's some sort of bear. I think he's a polar bear. Oh, that was my piggy. I knew I didn't have enough to do the piggy, so I went with the bear. So again, just alternating the colors. I end up having to use a lot more blue in him because I had quite a bit of blue left over. So he's probably going to be blue dominant. That's okay. He's just he's an extra. So yeah, he got a lot more blue than the other ones did. So we'll just get him all filled up, and then we will let these sit overnight, and then we'll be back tomorrow to see how our marbling turned out using the liquid inks instead of micas. See you then. right, let's take a look to see how our pieces turned out. The last bit of resin I had in each of those cups, I just poured into my little heart with the holographic on it. It's still kind of flexy. And then we had the hedgehog. Oh, look how cute he is. Oh, look at his pink little nose. that color went in there perfectly into his little nose. Little pink tips on his ears. We'll have to do up his eyes and his mouth. How cute is he? Okay, and then we had our little bear. Looks like the blue took over in this one, but let's take a look. Which I expected because I had quite a bit of blue left over, so this had more blue in it than the other colors. Oh, this guy's tough. Maybe. There we go. All right, so yeah, a lot of blue, but look at pink ears, so cute. A little bit of pink up in here. He's got a little heart right here. I'll have to pretty him up. Okay, so that brings us to our jar. Let's take a look at the lid. This one should be fun to get out. Looking out the window right now and it's snowing again today. Be nice when spring arrives. We can open our windows up. Still a little bendy. Alright, get our mold back in shape because it's a very cute mold. Alright, so look how pretty that is. That came out really nice. I like the distribution of colors. The white and the blue and the pink. Very cute. I don't feel any bubbles, even around the edge. Okay, let's get this out. It's funny, when I was looking at it last night when I poured it, this was all clear and I thought the resin hadn't gone into it, into this very edge here. And then I realized that because I had poured the clear first, all the clear was down in that little ruffle piece. So what I did was I just took my popsicle stick and pressed it down, hopefully to get some color in it. So I would know next time I pour this not to start with the clear, but with the color. Now it's a little bubbly here at the bottom, and that's because this is a deeper mold. It really should be poured with a deep pour resin, but I don't have any. But that's what, because it warmed up so much, you end up with these kind of a bubbly appearance here on the bottom. It's not really that noticeable with these colors. There we go. But yeah, this would definitely be better with the deep pour resin. That is so pretty. Really see the pink at the top, the blue, the white kind of blends it. You see down inside. All right, let's put these together. Oh, that's so cute. Whoops. Look at that. That was so cute. Now I'm wondering, should I bling up the ears? When I was pouring this, I thought I would take some, like the diamond facets and put them in the ears. But now I'm not sure because it looks pretty cute without it. What a pretty little Easter gift for somebody. Okay, I might try the facets. Let me grab some and see. Okay, I just did some little touch-ups. I gave our little hedgehog some eyes. I just used some of my paint markers to do that. And his little tongue. And that was all I did because, you know, his little nose came out perfect with that pink. And his little ears. So that's the little hedgehog. Isn't he cute? And my little bear, I just took, put a little heart on him. Put little beads in his ears and painted his eyes, nose, and mouth. And then our jar, I decided to put some little pearls, flat back pearls in his ears or her ears. And they just come in different sizes. Whoops. Throw it down, Eileen. I bought this on Temu, and it's got the 4 different sizes for each of the colors, so it's pretty handy to have. So that's all I did for the jar, and this is so cute. As you can see, those colors, you know, blended but still stayed distinct enough that you can see the differences. And the ears, I love the ears. I loved how they turned out. So that's it for today. I will get some pictures of the final products, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.